Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video is going to be a revisit videos on one of my favorite game. This is going to be AnimA ARPG. Now, one of the community moderator from the AnimA Discord has reached out to me and let me know that this game is coming out on Steam on June 1st, 2021. At that time, I was pretty excited, by the way, so I went ahead and checked out this game, and oh my goodness, the screenshot, the everything is unbelievable. By the way, they actually keep the Diablo classic element UI, which is have a red bar and an MP bar, and we have a bunch of skill in the middle. It is really good, by the way, because the UI is very similar to the Diablo Remaster or Diablo Resurrect that was showcased 2 months ago from BlizzCon. So if anything, I do want to shout out to FOTED for keeping me updated with this information, because this is really good, by the way. Also, I have been a huge fan of the Diablo franchise for a very long time, by the way. I played Powder Diablo, I played partially Diablo 2, but also the original classic Low Destruction, and then Diablo 2 from Blizzard Entertainment. If anything, this is going to be a huge game changing to my gaming addiction and collection itself. Alright, so going forward with the developer but also the publisher is going to be ready. It's going to be the same for the Google Play Store and then Apple Store for the AnimA ARPG. So there is a good chance that the AnimA ARPG for the Steam version might be a cross-platform for the mobile version, which is really good, by the way. However, I cannot simply confirm this because I actually check out the whole Steam page and I don't see any information related whether this is going to be a cross-platform for the mobile version and the PC version. So if anything, you might have to restart the whole new character on the Steam version compared to the Google Play, which is the Android, and the Apple Store for the iOS. If anything, I'll keep you guys updated whether they're gonna have a cross-platform between the mobile but also the PC version itself. Now, with that being said, I did play AnimA ARPG years ago. I also make a video guys about it, and unfortunately, because my phone cannot handle the processing and performance powers from the game itself, I basically just stopped playing the game for a very long time. Now, I did manage to play it on BlueStack, but the controller, it's just really weird, to be honest, and I could not find any better way to play AnimA ARPG on my phones nor on BlueStacks. But then again, I'm actually really glad that this game is coming out on PC, so I can actually play it on my computers. Alright, so going forward with the screenshot that is available on Steam right now, and unfortunately there is no actual gameplay available at the moment, so if anything, this screenshot is going to give us more information on what is being improved and being changed for the mobile port. So the first one is going to be the UI itself. Now, it looks very similar to the classic Diablo. We have a red healing bar over here, and then we also have the mana bar over here and a bunch of skill over here. It looked freaking amazing, by the way, because I played the mobile version and we usually have like a skill button on the right, and then we also have movement keypad on the left, and pretty much that's about it. We have a bunch of UIs all over the places on the mobile, which is understandable, and then we have the shooting scar of the boss right here, which is Destis, the Mother of the Sands. I believe this is the boss for the new map that I haven't got to because I quit the game a long time ago. And then this is one of the skill, the hammers from the warrior skill. I believe the warrior class called Skirmish. And then, yep, this build, I believe this is a hunter, kind of hunter hybrid-ish. It's really hard to tell by the skills, but I feel like this is, I think this is Frost Nova or Poison Nova. It's very hard to tell. And the item is pretty straightforward. The item is very similar to the Diablo. It's going to be blue for magic, yellow for rare, orange for legendary, and then we also have the green for, I believe, the set items, and then we have a bunch of other stuff as well, which is really nice, by the way. We also have red item as well. I think that's called the engine items. I'm not entirely sure. And then this is the inventory. As you can see here, very similar to Diablo. We have the bunch of slot over here. I think the only difference between the AnimA and Diablo itself is actually the items. I think the size of the item. Usually, if the two hand maybe like a large item, it would take 2 slots of the item. But this one is just gonna take 1 slot for each item. We also have the gem system, the socket system. I think the most important aspect of this game is actually the key system. This key is actually like a portal key that allow you to enter specific random map. Each map will have different unique, what you can say is I believe the prefix and suffix. Some monster will get stronger, some monster have double HP and double drop rate, etc. You can say it's like a map system from Path of Exile, which is really nice, by the way. And then there is a skill tree. Now, I believe these are the 2 new classes, Necromancy, but also Sanity. So those are the 2 new classes. Usually we have 3 main classes. We have the Archery, we have the Skirmish, and we have the Sorcery. This is the Archery, this is the Skirmish, and this, excuse me, this is Skirmish right here, and then this is the Sorcery, the Magic class, the Hunter class, and the Warrior class. All right, next I do want to talk about the reincarnation system. As you can see here on the top right corner, R7, R1, R2, R11, R9, and so on. Now, what did this mean? Well, the reincarnation is basically like a word level from Genshin Impact, but this is entirely different compared to the game because if you play the original classic Diablo, when you beat the game, you go into Nightmare mode and go into Hell mode. But in AnimA ARPG, it's completely different. Once you beat endgame boss, you go into R1, R2, R3, R4, and so on. So basically, infinite amount of scaling system, which is really nice, by the way. I don't know what's the highest, to be honest. Some people told me it's 20, some people 20, 21, or maybe even more. The highest that I've seen so far from the screenshot is going to be R15 from the Black Lens 2. So if anything, this is pretty high, by the way, to be honest. Now, in the Diablo game, you usually have to clear the storyline, the quest line all over again. But in AnimA ARPG, it's completely different because all you have to do is unlock the map and continue to progress further until you reach to the endgame boss, kill the endgame boss, and progress into the next stage of the game, R2, R3, R4, and so on, which is pretty convenient, to be honest, because nobody wants to do the quest all over again. Also, going back to the skill tree system, there is actually a talent system. So basically, whatever you choose first, that is going to be your class talent. So for example, this guy choose Necromancy as the first talent, and when you reach level 30, you are going to unlock another talent. So you can choose any talent of your choice and level up your skill. That is another reason why the class system is so high, and you can see all the way up here, level 1500, which is really high, by the way. Anyway, that is pretty much for this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Satoshi, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.